for taking the time, and good morning to the both of you. Rajesh, I'm going to come to you first. How do you see these numbers? And out of the frontline IT companies, which one would you pick?
Morning, Alex. Morning, Cheryl. Uh, as far as IT companies are concerned, we have been quite bullish since very long on 2, 3 names. In the larger names, I would say Infosys, Tech Mahindra. These were the 2 names which I have recommended so many times, even with you in BNSN. And we are still bullish on Tech Mahindra, despite the fact that margins were somehow under pressure due to high attrition rate, due to which subcontracting business went high. So that was the reason for some pressure on margins. Otherwise, if you look at numbers were quite good, considering the fact that the environment was not that good and the dollar rupee was not in their favor. But still, 26% rise, almost 26% rise in bottom line and 16% revenue growth year on year. And even the IT services, which have been growing consistently from the last so many quarters, have shown a growth of almost 14%. And the fact that the deal momentum was very high, operating performance was better than expected, I think this company can give good returns. We have a target of almost 1,800 odd rupees going forward. And we should not forget that this company has huge exposure in telecom space, and the expectation of 5G rollout in the near future is a big positive for this. Even on valuation parameters, if you look at the peer group companies like the bigger names, there is a huge gap despite 30-35% rally in the last 4-5 months. Expected EPS for FY 2020, as per our estimates, is around 60 odd rupees. We believe that 1,800 target for the next 2 quarters holding period is quite possible.
The target for the next 2 quarters is what Rajesh is saying for Tech Mahindra. Good morning, Rajesh. Good morning, Kunal. Over to you. How does Tech Mahindra look? As far as I know that you've been pretty bullish on this particular counter. It is at lifetime high levels today as well. Stellar up move this particular counter has seen. What's the chart indicating? Do you see a pause in this rally or only the momentum building on going ahead?
Thank you so much, Cheryl. Good morning. First of all, I think I've been bullish on Tech Mahindra since last so many years. The stock, when it was in its initial 3 digits as well, looked very, very attractive, more on the longer term time frame. Of course, now many of these IT stocks, they look attractive. Even Tech Mahindra is showing a very similar and a classical chart pattern. So what happened for Tech Mahindra was in the last 2-3 months, the stock went into a 200-pointer consolidation. Now it managed to break out, of this consolidation. Of course, today post the results. Now, as you can see that it's a very similar kind of a breakout and a pattern for Tech Mahindra, something which transpired just about 2 or 3 quarters back when the stock broke out of that 1100 mark. After consolidating for 1.5 odd month, what followed post that was almost a 3 months of consistent price uptrend, where the stock rallied up more than 30%, from those 1100 plus levels. So something very similar seems to have happened for Tech Mahindra even this time around. 1.5 odd month of consolidation, then the breakout post the results, and very similar kind of consolidation breakout like what we've seen over the last a few quarters for Tech Mahindra. So if that's something to go by, then we can expect that the stock can post very similar kind of returns about those 1500-1550 mark, where the stock is trading. I believe at least a 25 to 30% upside could probably happen for Tech Mahindra, which should be closer to 1900 and 2000 levels for Tech Mahindra over the next 2 quarters as a target range for the stock.
All right, Kunal. Kunal as well as Rajesh, do stay with us. We are going to come back after this short break and take all the viewer queries that have already started piling in. Viewers, do stay tuned. We'll take quite a bit of your queries, I'm sure, today.